Man, the mini racers line sure has been on fire recently. I mean, just look at these mini racers I have right here. Almost all of them we don't even have in 155 scale die-cast form yet, which is pretty mind-boggling because you think Mattel would prioritize the 155 scale line over the mini racers line. And I mean, I guess they kind of are. There's definitely more 155s out there from Cars on the Road than mini racers out there. But I don't know. When you put them next to each other, I feel like some of the releases in the minis line have been kind of a little bit better than the 155s. But whatever. Anyways, welcome on back to the Cars Garage, everyone. I have four brand new cars on the road, mini racers 3 packs to review for you guys, all from multiple different episodes. Some of my favorite episodes too. We got some from the Legend episode, the Trucks episode, which is not one of my favorites. We have some from the B movie episode and the Road Rumblers episode. So a lot of good characters in here and new variants and whatnot that we're going to be unboxing today. Of course, I got all of these minis from Mr. Docket, so make sure to go subscribe to him if you somehow aren't. I'm sure if you're subscribed to me, then you're definitely subscribed to him, but I just wanted to get that out there because he was very nice to go hunting in the stores to get all these for me. Of course, I paid him, but he sent them my way because they don't sell many 3 packs here in Canada, so I wouldn't have really been able to get a lot of these characters in mini form if it wasn't for him. But anyways, we got Miss Ivy over here and Miss Chieftess holding up our mini 3 packs because they want to fall over like dominoes. And I don't know where we're going to begin. Well, I guess I put them in episodic order, so I guess that's where we'll begin with the Legend 3 pack right there. So this one's probably going to be my favorite 3 pack of the bunch, to be completely honest, because I think it contains the most amount of cool characters, in my opinion. I just love the Legend episode. I think it's a really fun episode because I love Bigfoot and everything. I'm surprised we haven't gotten Griswold as a mini racer yet, but hopefully we will soon. It's funny because we don't have Griswold as a mini, but we don't have Margaret here as a 155 scale diecast, so it's kind of ironic there. I don't know why they haven't done her yet, but here she is in mini form. Looks very, very nice. And of course, we also have Cryptid Buster, Lady McQueen, who is available as a 155 scale. I don't have him yet. And then we have Mossy Ivy up here, who I doubt will ever get a 155 scale release because Ivy's normal release that they did and they took forever to do is a pretty big die cast. So obviously she would have to be a deluxe in some sort of multi-pack. This one was on the Amazon exclusive 3 pack, so I'd assume they do the same type of thing with this one if they were to release her, but hopefully they do. It's a really cool one. I very much so anticipating it if it does come. But I don't know, I kind of doubt it will, to be honest. Anyways, though, just looking at the packaging, I really do like the Cars on the Road style. They did change it. I wanted to point that out. The 2022 Cars on the Road minis 3 packs were a little bit different than these 2023 ones because, like, the Mini Racer logo was down here. I reviewed one of them before, the Dino 3 pack. But yeah, it's funny how they changed it around a little. The Mini's logo was down there. I think the map or something was a little different. I don't know. It was just because it was, going off the basis of the 2022 style packaging. They changed it for the rest of the minis, so I guess they changed a little for the Cars on the Road ones too. It's funny because they kind of did that with the 155 scale that gas line too. I don't know why. It's very inconsistent, but whatever. Anyways, on the back you guys can see their stock images. They don't label Ivy as any different. They just call her Ivy. It'd be cool if they called her Mossy Ivy or Bigfoot Ivy, because that's what she is. That's a version of her when she's dressing up to look kind of like Bigfoot. We got Cryptid Buster Lane McQueen and Margaret Motoray. Very, very nice. Lots of cool minis. Move on to the Trucks episode 3 pack now. This one's not as exciting for me. It just has Mater in it, which, I mean, come on. All the 3 packs seem to have Mater. We got Gray, the Dynaco hauler, the King's hauler, or the semi. Kind of funny because he's not in the episode at all, but he is a truck, I guess, at the end of the day. And then we have Erin Kinda Fast, who is the only new one. And she, I think it's a she, is basically just a Mr. Drippy repaint, but still cool. Like a water truck or like a garbage truck. I don't know. I guess she's still a water truck. I don't know. Nicer though than Mr. Drippy. And there's their stock images back there. Very cool. Very funny how they did gray. I got the big one here so that we can compare them later. Already noticing they changed his expression, so that's kind of cool, I guess. It's just funny. They've done him before. He's not new, but still, kind of weird. And then we have one from the B movie episode here with all brand new characters for me in mini form. We got Ivy, Lightning McQueen, Deputy Hazard, and President Mater. Lots of cool ones. Ivy Obviously, we got the Bigfoot one over there, and here is the normal one, who's looking very metallic, but it's not a variant, it's just a normal mini racer Ivy. I don't know why they made her so metallic, but it's my first time getting her. She's also, I think, been in just regular blind boxes and I think the on the go tube set too. So you can get her in a couple different ways. There's a look at the back. Very, very nice. I was gonna get her in the on the go tube set, but I didn't bother because it was $25, I think, at Toys R Us. I'm glad I waited now. And then we have one from the Road Rumblers episode here with Road Rumbler Lightning McQueen, Road Rumbler Mater, and Chieftess. And this one, all three of them are all available in 155 scale die cast form, but I only have Chieftess so far, as you guys can see. Very cool. Probably my favorite episode from the show. Whoa, what happened to this one? I never even realized that. What the heck? Oh well, I don't care about the quality of the packaging. Gonna be opening them anyways, of course. Kind of weird though. I thought they were all in perfect condition packagings, but whatever. Anyways, that's it for the showings of the three packs. Let's start busting them open and take a look and see how they look all unboxed. Look at all these minis we have on the table here today. My goodness. And the thing is, over half of these guys I don't even have in 155 scale diecast form yet. I find that so weird. Usually I always have them in, the big versions, and then I just compare the two together. That's what we do when we review mini racers. But in this video, we won't really be doing that all that much, only with a select few, like Ivy, Chieftess, and Gray back there. And I mean, I guess Mater if you guys really want. I do have the big Lightning McQueen Deputy Hazard, but he's not opened up, and I don't really want to open him just yet because he's in the two pack with Bellicadabra, but I'll probably get his single eventually, and we'll do a big old review of him, and then we'll compare the two. But anyways, let's start off with the minis from the Legend episode, because that episode comes first out of all these other episodes that these minis appear in. So, yeah, let's move all these guys out of the way, or move these guys out of the way. The big dogs are taking up all the room. And we'll push these guys back. So many minis on the table. My goodness. It is getting hectic in here. But we'll try to keep our composure throughout the entirety of this video because it's going to be probably a pretty long one. Not as long as the last Mini Racers Mega unboxing and review, but still pretty long because last time I had 4 packs or 3 packs, and this time I have 3 or 4 3 packs. I don't know, I'm getting all confused. But yeah, let's begin. I think we'll start off with Cryptid Buster, Lightning McQueen. Why the heck not? Very cool mini. I love his expression. Probably one of the best expressions on a McQueen mini I've ever seen, to be completely honest. Very nice. He looks almost like a bit unsure of himself, like a lot of McQueens seem to look nowadays. But that makes sense because that's kind of how he acted in the episode. He wasn't really a big fan of going Bigfoot hunting with Mater, but he did because Mater wanted to, and he didn't really give him a choice. He just kind of made him join the Cryptid Busters team, and the rest is history. When they found Ivy, he still has the regular old road trip logo on his hood, but everything else is different. Like the 95 is covered over. It's not really gone, but it's covered over. And we see the camo on the side, the Cryptid Busters logo. No one can understand what that stands for, and I don't know either. But it's CBC. What the heck does that stand for? Because the name of the Bigfoot Hunters group is Wayne County Cryptid Busters. So what does CBC stand for? Cryptid Buster County? I don't know. Same old McQueen wheels, but on the top he's got the whole roof rack thingy up there, all nice and red. I don't know how they found a matching colored roof rack for him out in the middle of nowhere, but they did somehow. Cool roof lights up there, and some big plastic thing in the back, like a big old luggage or just a like a backpack type thing. I don't know. Carry some stuff around. Got a little antenna back there. I think it's a separate rubber piece. Yep, that's cool. And a little 95 on the back. But yeah, just your classic McQueen with some added accessories on it. S29 or S28 is the date stamp. 2022. Very cool. Too bad I didn't have the big one to compare the mini to, but oh well. Anyways, here is Mossy Ivy. I really like this one. Probably going to end up being my favorite mini of the bunch today. Very cool though. I really like how mossy she is. And she just looks like a Bigfoot, kind of. I mean, not what I would think a Bigfoot would look like, but I guess in monster truck form, kind of looks like a Bigfoot in a way. Just all, of the elements, I guess, she wanted to look. She didn't like add a bunch of big feet on her or anything like that, but she just covered herself with moss and grime and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how her actual paint turned green, because she's obviously normally blue. I guess it's just the dirt making her look green and brown. I don't know. Pretty cool though. Got the what's that called? A roll cage. I almost forgot. I remembered on the big diecast review over when I did that, and I thought I was gonna forget, but yeah, I was wondering what that was called, so I did some research on it, and that is indeed what it's called, a roll cage. Very nice expression though. She looks very shocked. This is how we see Ivy the first time ever, so that's pretty cool. It's a nice version of her, full of moss. Got some roof lights up there. Really nice. Nice treads on the tires. They're all green and grimy. Green base. S29 is the date stamp. Really cool. I like this one a lot. Very nice. I wish I had the big one, but nobody does. Because it's not out. Mattel never made it. Anyways, here's Margaret Motorway, who I really like. She shares the same model as some other cars from Cars 2, like some London Range Rovers or Land Rovers, whatever they are. But some old time ones, of course, not the modern ones. Because she's got like this little like indent in the hood there. Very similar to Maurice Welks, who I decided to bring out because I think he's the only car I have of this model, and it's pretty cool. I think they used it a few other times like, with some of the army cars from Cars 2, and pretty much a lot of the background characters in London. But it's a cool model. Got the luggage on the, or not luggage, I guess those are like oil tanks. Cool. And then Cryptid Buster logo on the side there. It's like almost like the Mothman, I think it's supposed to be. Because it's got like wings on the side, like bat wings. That's cool. Funny how they didn't clarify any of the cryptids, though, in the Bigfoot episode. I didn't really like that. They really should have clarified Bigfoot to like Big Wheel or something. Because it really doesn't make all that much sense in a world that only exists full of cars. I don't really get that, but whatever. Cool expression. Lots of nice luggage pieces and just added accessories. Like, I don't know what that's supposed to be or how she would ever access that because she doesn't have hands, but kind of funny. Big old roof lights up there, just like McQueen. Like, those are like the big, really nice illuminating kind, the big LED ones. Really cool. Cool they can reuse the same model and just like completely make it feel like a whole nother car. Full of camo all over. Like really cool like matte finish too on her. Really nice. Nicely detailed muddy wheels. See the black coming through. S28 on the date stamp. I think Ivy was S29, right? So yeah, they're all pretty close. Muddy base. That'd be cool to see her as a 155 scale diecast. I'm sure they'll release her sooner or later, and I'm sure it'll be a nice one, definitely. But yeah, who comes next? I guess the ones from the trucks episode, so Gray and Erin Kinda Fast, with the two Ivies back there, and the McQueens. And yeah, we don't really need to review Mayor, but I'll show him in a second. Start off with Gray. Kind of funny how they included Gray because he does not appear in Cars on the Road. They just put him in here because I mean he's a truck, I guess. So I mean I guess it makes sense, but I don't really care that they included him because I didn't have him before. He's a very cool mini. Kind of weird though, like a weird scaling to him because like this part's so long and this part's so short when usually that would be the big part. Kind of weird though, but cool. Little hole in the back. If you had a trailer, I guess you could probably put it in, but I don't think it would attach too well. Dynaco on the mud flaps. Very nice. What the heck does that license plate say on the top? I can't read it. But the letters, I can't even barely read those, but they're not really blurry. I just have bad vision, I guess. I think it says R5833. I don't know. We'll see on the big version when I compare the two in a second, but Very nice. Pineco on the hat there. Really cool. Nice gray tires. I like them. Cool little expression. It's not the exact same, obviously, as the big gray who we have right here. Gotta zoom the camera out for this. 1 second, guys, because he's a big one. He's a big car right here. Big old hauler. They haven't, or no, I was gonna say they haven't made him in a while, but they actually just did. I never found it though. Just made him as a new Vietnam variant, but I never found that one yet. They also did Chick Hicks's hauler recently. I did review that. So yeah, let's see what the license plate says now. R6833. Very nice. You can read it very clear on there, of course. Axel Bandit says on the top. Well, that's cool. Dynaco on the mud flaps again. So much nice detail. So cool. Cool to get minis of like big cars like this, which would normally be deluxes or, like in hauler packs. Wouldn't normally be a single, of course. But I don't know. It's kind of also weird though because it's like a whole nother scaling because it's not like they scale them up in mini form. There's no deluxe line for the minis. So I don't know if I like it, to be honest. If it was up to me, I probably wouldn't do haulers in the minis line. But I mean, other than Mac probably and Gail Boffert's cool. Everyone else, I don't know. Seems kind of random, especially when they haven't done any of the Cars One stock cars yet as minis. But hopefully they do eventually. I'm sure that they will. But they're definitely taking their sweet time on it. Anyways, move on to a car that actually does appear in Cars on the Road. Erin Kinda Fast, who I think is a female, but I don't really know. Doesn't have the eyeliner makeup stuff, so can't really tell. I like how she's missing teeth there. Looks like a redneck. Or looks like if she was a person, she'd be probably a little chunky because I don't know. This just looks like a big chunky truck, with the big wheel wells and everything. I can imagine like those as like cheeks. Kind of funny, like an old redneck that's been eating too much fried chicken and brisket sandwiches at the old Bucky's rest stop. But yeah, I got the big like water sprayer, I guess, back here because yeah, she has a water truck just like Mr. Drippy, despite it looking more like a garbage truck to me, like the colors and everything, the white and green, like a nice garbage truck. The ones around where I live are all like old and dumpy looking. They need to repaint them, but this one, if she was a garbage truck, which she's not, she would look pretty nice. I think there is a garbage truck though in the trucks episode of Cars on the Road, but they haven't done that one yet. I'm sure they will soon in mini form. Probably not as a 155 scale though, because they don't have deluxes anymore. You never know. There's the thing for the water too. I guess like that's where you fill it up. I guess because it doesn't come out of there unless you tip them over, because that's where it came out in Cars 3, and it ruined McQueen's Chester Ripple filter disguise. That's funny. And S20 is the date stamp. What was Gray's date stamp? S20 as well. And look at that. I didn't realize that on Gray. Actually has a metal base. Wow. And a triangular screw. That's odd. Cool, but kind of odd. I like that. I like when they have metal bases. I didn't know they did that on mini racers, but I guess that they do sometimes. I do want to zoom it out again for a second because I have the big Mr. Drippy here just to show you guys the size comparison. Obviously, much, much bigger. If she was a deluxe, if they end up releasing her one day, which I doubt they will, maybe they will on a 3-pack or something online. Who knows, like they did with Ivy. But if they did do her, she'd look like kind of like this size, which is much, much bigger. They have done Mr. Drippy as a mini before, so it's not the first time they use this model in mini form. I just don't have that one. I think he's a really rare mini, but I don't know. Don't really follow minis as much, but I do like them a lot. Very cool. I think you can find these minis 3-packs in case W and Z, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that, because once again, I don't really follow the minis the same way as I do the other 155 scale diecast. Here's Mater, who I don't really feel like spending any time on because he's just a boring old Mater who they've been releasing ever since 2017 in the Cars 3 days, but new date stamp. If I can read it, there it is upside down. S21. Alright, well, that's pretty boring. Anyways, who is next? I guess it would be from the B movie episode, so regular Ivy now. Cool. Good old Ivy and, oh yeah, Lightning McQueen, Deputy Hazard, and President Mater. They're all so wildly different, all these different minis, so it feels weird. Like when you try to look for them, like what one's in which 3-pack, because, I mean, Gray doesn't even appear in the episode, so kind of throwing me for a loop. But, cool. Got President Mayor, Queen Deputy Hazard. Who should we start with? I guess we'll start with Ivy. Why not? I love Ivy. I think she's a really cool mini racer, and I love her 155 scale diecast. We'll compare the two in a second. But yeah, got all the yellow, like goldish kind of trim on her. Very metallic paint. I don't know what the heck Mattel was thinking. Oh, we can't really compare them like that. It's too zoomed in, but we will in a second. The metallic paint, though, like what the heck, Mattel? I feel like they need a happy medium. Like the 155 scale version maybe isn't metallic enough, and this one's like too metallic. So they need to find a happy medium and use that color, whatever that is. But I don't know. I like it. It's just kind of weird because she's not really metallic in the episode. Maybe a little actually. I don't know. I feel like the Disney Store version of her, which I don't have, is probably like the best one. But I don't know. You know, Disney Store quality. Anyways, nice little smile. Definitely different than the 155 scale. This one came out before that one, obviously, in a couple different ways. Like a single, I think, the on the go tube set she was in. I did find her. I'm glad I waited now and didn't get the on the go tube set because it was 25 bucks at Toys R Us, and I mean, I don't really need the accessories in it. Cool flames on the side go from yellow to orange. There's the roll cage again in the back. Feel so smart saying that name. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm a car expert now. I actually heard it from somewhere else. I think I heard it from Mr. Dockett, to be honest, so I can't take all the credit. I like the gold trim she's got around her windshield and the gold eyeliner. That's cool. Gold trim on the rims there. Very nice. Where's the date stamp? I don't even see it. Oh, there it is. It's like gold. That's weird, so you barely see it. It's S21. Cool. All right. Well, we'll zoom it out again and do a better comparison. Lots of zooming in, zooming out today. But has to be done because we got a lot of different cars of different sizes. Here's the Big Ivy, who I don't really love the expression for. Kind of think she looks like a fish, but still, she's cool. Very nice diecast. One of the best cars in the road diecast, I think, to be honest. Giant tires. Wow, that puts the mini one to shame. Oh no, just dropped something over there. I don't know what the heck I dropped. I can't see it from where my head is positioned, but it was something big. It made a big sound. I don't know if you guys heard that. Whatever. It's funny how like they carved out a section for her license plate, but didn't put one on either versions. She doesn't actually have one though in the episode, so it's not really their fault. I feel like the gold trim is more gold on these rims than these ones. Obviously, it's just more plasticky looking. I don't know. Both of them are put on plastic, so I don't really know why. I think they use like a foil for this one. That's probably why. But obviously, more detail because it's bigger. So you can't really complain there. The mini racers are smaller scale, so they can't pack in as much detail, which is understandable. But they still manage to very well, in my opinion. I just love the mini racers line, though. You guys know that. Let's move on to Lightning McQueen Deputy Hazard now. Wish I had the big one on 155 scale, but whatever. We'll make do. Deputy badge on the side, very nice. Not a lot of decals, but just enough. Kind of supposed to look like an old time retro police car. They did like a Ranger Sheriff in the Cars Fast as Lightning video game, so that's what it's reminding me of. Same kind of color scheme. Very cool. Got like the sheriff badge star on the hood there. I don't know what it says, if it says anything. Probably Deputy Hazard, actually, I think it says. But I don't know, I can't really make it out, but I think I saw that somewhere else. Got the cool siren on top, the light bar. I like how the different colors in it. Very cool. And then, yeah, I got like a two-tone paint color scheme on them. Like a beige and a kind of like a tan kind of brown color, but I love all the brown accents. I know it's a boring color, but I love brown. I don't know why. I always have. Looks like chocolate, or like an old log cabin. That's what brown reminds me of. So when I see it on a car, I get excited. I know that sounds weird, but whatever. Brown rims and like a yellowish tan trim. Very cool. Different expression too from the 155 scale version, so that's nice. I like when they change it, but sometimes I don't really mind when they keep it the same either. It all depends which car it is, I guess. S21 on the date stamp. Very cool. Now let's move on to President Mater, who is actually getting a 155 scale diecast release very shortly. I think in case B, 2024 singles, I kind of forget. But he is coming soon, which is cool. And he does have a different expression. It's not that much different. It's a little different, though, from what I've seen on the stock image. I love how he's all painted, looks so fresh and everything, but then doesn't have the hood. Because I don't think they've ever done a painted version of Mater without the hood, except with extended line stuff. But we've never seen one animated, I don't think. At least, maybe we have. Can't think of any, though. Mater doesn't really paint himself up very often, or ever. I think just the one time in with the brand new Mater, but that was like from the past, so it's not like he painted himself up. I don't know if this is supposed to be paint in the episode. I think it's just like a wrap, kind of like what McQueen wore at the Rusty's Racing Center in Cars 3, but I'm not really sure. Because, like, if it was paint, how would he get it off so fast in time for the wedding, you know? I don't really get it. Oh no! Just dropped Ivy back there. You guys probably heard that. That was loud. Oh well. I keep dropping cards because my hand is like over there and it's where all the cards are. My arm. So, oh well. Anyways, President of the United States badge on the side there. Very cool. Nice gray rims. I think that's blue trim. No, I guess not. I don't look like blue trim. I think it's just badly applied paint. That's okay. Cool gray towing cable, A113 license plate. Very nice. This is a cool version of Mater. I am very excited now to get the 155 scale version of him. Hopefully I will be able to get it soon, but who the heck knows with the distribution. It's been alright lately, but not that great. Anyways, let's move on to the last. Actually, I don't want to start with Chieftess. Chieftess is the best one, so we won't start with her. We'll start with the not really boring ones, but I guess the less exciting ones from the 3 pack. So I guess McQueen. Move on to McQueen. Road Rumbler, Lightning McQueen. I love everything on this one. All of these like pieces of armor are all like separate plastic pieces, which I didn't really think they would be. They look a little plasticky, but not too bad. All like the armor on the side, and then the spikes around the wheel wells, the shovel beard, and the mohawk spikes on top. Even on the back, he's got some armor. Wow. And the spoiler is a different color. That is cool. It's not as much of a different color as it was on the 155 scale diecast. It was more black. Here it's like just mahogany red. But oh well, still looks cool. Surprised they're all plastic pieces though. They usually don't do that on minis. Usually it's like part of the main metal body, but whatever. This part is here. The little thing on his hood. Did they carve that into him? That must have hurt. My goodness. All these screws, like, why does it not leave screw marks in the episode? A lot of weird things about some of the costumes and paint jobs McQueen and Mater wear in Cars on the Road that I feel like, I don't know, they just kind of break the fourth wall a little. Or just, like, they not break the fourth wall, but they just leave me wondering, like, how did you get that on? And, you know, like, with the President Mater, like, how do you get that on if it was paint and get it off so fast? You can't just get paint off that fast, or, like, all this armor. Wouldn't it leave holes? You know, wouldn't it leave a mark? I don't know. Anyways, still got the 95 on the side. It's like moved up, which is kind of weird. Probably shouldn't have be, but they probably should have just left it where it was at. But I guess they wanted you to see it, which is okay. Still got the decal on the hood there. Surprised they kept that on, to be honest. Still has the 95 in the back. Nice mud detailing though, which is cool. Different expression too from the 155 scale, so that's nice. And then what's the date stamp? S29. That's quite a bit later, actually. Maybe it was from a different case. And then 2022 copyrighted on the base. So it is a new base because it's got a new exhaust on the side too. It's like they stick up. Kind of like snot rods. Different rims too, I think, a little bit. Or they're just dirty a little bit. That's cool. Nice. Anyways, let's move on to Road Rumbler Mater. Once again, lots of extra added armor on them. Got all these spikes on the side. They look more like spikes on the actual diecast, but on this mini, they kind of just look like little nubs. Or like sea urchins, kind of. But they're still cool. Got a big old horn here, which he blows in the episode. And his big flamethrower on top. That's a separate plastic piece. The horn is not, but it looks a little plasticky. This flamethrower, but it's not too bad. Cool expression. Once again, I think it's different from the 155 scale. So that's cool. I don't have that one, obviously. Same with McQueen, but I do have two coming soon. So I'll be comparing them soon. Both coming from Mr. Docket, which is cool. He keeps getting me cars. I keep paying him for it, but this one's like an insane, huge haul, so it's going to cost me a pretty penny. I'm not sure the exact price yet, but probably close to 500, so it's going to be a big video when I unbox them all. Got a big wrecking ball on his tow cable, which is cool. On his like tow hook. Tow hook's completely gone. They just removed it and replaced it with the wrecking ball. That's cool. Same paint job though, of course. Just extra armor added to him. S29 on the date stamp. Cool. I'm loving this. This is really cool. Where the heck is Chieftess? Oh, there she is. Had her off to the side. I was covering her with my hand. But here she is. This is the last one we have to review today. It's a little bittersweet, but don't worry because I got lots more minis coming. A lot of them are actually coming from Mr. Docket, so which is very cool. A lot of them are just ones that he had loose and he wanted to get rid of because it's just extras for him, which I'm taking out of his hands. And then got 2 3 packs coming too, but I won't spoil which ones they are. They are pretty cool though. Not from Cars on the Road, surprisingly. Big old crown on Chieftess. Very nice gold, kind of like copper orange colored paint, which I really like, and more nubs all over, like sea urchins. They look like they look more spiky in the front, like on the headlights there, but everywhere else they just look like nubs, which I guess they do on the 155 scale as well, on the back at least. Look at that. Definitely a little bit of a different color paint, but it's pretty much the same. Still has the tread marks on the sides, which is cool. At the train tracks, it looks like. Same wheels, it looks like, too. They didn't add the spikes in, which is unfortunate, but they did paint them on there, which is, I guess, alright. Big crown. We'll have to zoom it out 1 second, guys, to do this big old comparison here between the two Chieftesses, because Chieftess is a smaller car, but obviously the big crown makes her take up a lot of the frame. She would probably be a deluxe if they didn't, they still had a deluxe line, but they put her in a 2 pack, which is understandable with Jeremy, and that Jeremy and Chieftess 2 pack is coming back next year, which is cool. If you didn't find it this year, it is kind of a harder one to find, but I found quite a few of them, to be honest. And then, yeah, the crown. I don't know, is it a separate plastic piece on this? Yeah, it is, but it almost looks metal. Definitely a plastic piece on the 155 scale. Different expression, too, which is cool. She's smiling now instead of frowning. And when I reviewed her, I was thinking, I think I said something about her mouth being like frowny. I was like, come on, why'd they have to do that? She could have had this nice expression where like she's kind of like determined, like, but still smiling. It's like an angry kind of smile or like a determined smile. And I like this expression a lot more. And I was wondering, why does this one have a frowny face? But then I'm like, oh, she actually has that in the episode when she's on all the beetle cars and she's like going into battle. So it's actually a cool expression. But it's nice that the Mini does have a different one. Very cool. Color is a little different though, yeah. It's kind of weird. It's not as foily looking. Still cool. I like it. Same model as Edwin Cranks. So that's cool. Anyways, I think that's going to be it though, guys. We don't really have anything else to review. I think we got them all off and did all the reviews, checked all the boxes for today, I think. Yeah, that's all of them. I didn't really compare Mater. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll compare Mater a little bit. He's a boring one, but here he is, just in case you've never seen him. Look at that. This is the road trip one, the 2023 variant. Yeah, I don't want to leave Mater out. I'm sorry, Mater. I neglected you earlier. There we go. Gave you a little comparison. All right, though, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. What one was your favorite? What mini was your favorite from today's video? I think Chieftess or Mossy Ivy for me, or even Margaret Motorway. I don't know. I think probably Ivy, the Mossy Ivy, then Margaret Motorway, and then Chieftess. That's probably only because I already have Chieftess as a 155 scale. If I didn't, I probably would say, I don't know, I probably would have said Chieftess, but I don't like her color as much. It's not as foily looking, which isn't as accurate, but it's still cool. Cryptid Buster McQueen's cool. Deputy McQueen's cool. They're all really nice. All very nice minis, but let me know who's your favorite down in the comments below. Heck, I think the camera moved on us for a second there. I don't know. We got so many cars on the table. Things are bound to happen, but on a hectic video, that's okay. We're reviewing this many cars. I like to do the mini racer reviews like this because I think that they're just a bit too small to review separately, but they're definitely packed with a lot of detail. Even so, they are small. They're small but mighty. Anyways, yeah, let me know who's your favorite down below. Mine, definitely Mossy Ivy, Margaret Motorway, and then Chieftess, and then Roadrunner McQueen, because he's really cool too. Even the normal Ivy is very nice. I like the metallic color. And yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time right here on the Cars Garage.